The pressure is on for a COVID-19 stimulus deal. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has set a 48-hour deadline for her and the Trump administration to strike a coronavirus relief deal before Election Day. Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith is here with more. So, Jess, are we to believe that if the deadline comes tomorrow and there is no deal, we don't get stimulus until after the election?
Yes, then they would shift their attention to trying to get something done after the election. Speaker Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Mnuchin are expected to speak today after they did talk for about an hour over the weekend. And that led to that 48-hour deadline, which the Speaker's office tells me means end of day tomorrow. Now, you'll remember last week, Mnuchin said he was going to largely accept the Democratic plan for testing. He said that he just had a few minor changes. Well, after Speaker Pelosi saw those changes, she said they are not minor. She says that the administration wants to cut 55% of their language on testing, tracing, and treatment. She says the administration wants to change the word shall to may, requirement to recommendation, strategic plan to strategy. And she says those changes make the funding for testing a slush fund for the administration. She also says, in addition to that issue, there are still differences on child care, on tax credits for working families, on state and local funding, and on provisions regarding the census. So she still says she is optimistic about getting a deal done before the election, but she has said that she is optimistic and hopeful for quite some time now. We'll see what happens in this next day.
And Jess, while that plays out, Mitch McConnell is trying to get a vote on a skinny stimulus deal.
Right. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that the Senate will vote on additional funding for the Paycheck Protection Program tomorrow on Tuesday. Then they will also vote for a roughly $500 billion skinny stimulus deal on Wednesday. We don't expect that to go anywhere. Democrats are expected to block that. They have rejected the idea of a piecemeal approach throughout these negotiations. Majority Leader McConnell did also say if Pelosi and the administration were to come to a bipartisan agreement, the Senate would consider it. But as you know, many Republican senators are opposed to a big package. Something like $2 trillion just would not fly with a lot of Republican senators. President Trump seems to think that they will fall in line, so we'll see what happens.
We shall. Jessica Smith, thanks for the preview.